Hello there and then welcome to a brand new video. Now in this video, we'll be solving the question you see on the screen there as part of our exams prep. The side of a triangle are in the ratio 6 is to 8 is to 10. If the perimeter of the triangle is 288 centimeters, you have to find first of all the longest side, the shortest side, and then the difference between the longest and then the shortest side. Let's see how we go about it. So this question here is trying to test your understanding on measurements and then ratio as well, right? When we talk of a triangle, this is a triangle you have over here, right? When we say the perimeter of a triangle, all we are trying to say is the total distance around the triangle. So from here to here, to this side, if I add all the distance, that is going to be my perimeter, you see. Then with this triangle, you realize that this is the longest side, followed by this, and then followed by this over here. Now they are saying that the perimeter of the triangle, so P is equal to what? 288 centimeters. And to get this perimeter, we have to add this side. So I'll call this side A. Or since this is going to be my longest, I'm just going to say L, right? And then this is my shortest, so S. Then this is the medium, so M. So the longest side plus the medium plus the shortest is going to give us this one, right? Now with that aside, we are talking of ratio here. So anytime you are working with ratio involved, you need your total ratio. And how do we get our total ratio? So we say our total ratio, we are going to add all of this, you see. So you are going to add 6 to 8 and then to 10. And if we add all of them, that is going to give us what? A 24. Now with this 24, that is what is going to help us get these sides we want. All right. Take note that the highest ratio, which is the 10, would always represent what? The longest side. So followed by the smallest one will be what? The shortest side, you see. And then the middle, the medium one would be what? As you see, they all correspond. So the bigger the ratio, the more its length, right? So to get the longest side, we are going to take the ratio of the longest side. That is what? 10. You see? So it's going to be what? 10 all over our total ratio, which we have solved over here. So 10 over 24 times the total quantity you want to what? You are measuring. That is our total perimeter. 288 centimeters. You see? So you are going to evaluate this, and that is going to give you your what? The measure of the longest side. So if you want to solve this one, we are going to say that 10 over 24 times 288. We can choose to simplify. So 24 divides itself once and divides 288 12 times. So we now have 12 times 10, and that gives us a 120 centimeters. So it means the longest side, this one here, is actually 120 centimeters, right? And that is it. You are done with the first part of the question. The second part says we should calculate the shortest side. So for the shortest side, let's remember its ratio. The ratio of the shortest one was what? 6. 6, right? So that is going to be what? A 6 over 24 times the perimeter. That is 288. And as we have done in our previous one, 24 divides 288. How many times? 12. So we are now left with what? The 12 times our 6. And 12 times 6 gives us a what? A 72. So you end by saying, therefore, the length of the shortest side is what? 72 centimeters. Then the last part of the question, which says we should look for the difference between the shortest and then the longest. This simply means if you weren't able to evaluate it correctly, you are going to get that one also wrong. You see? So the difference is going to be about 120 centimeters minus 72 centimeters. Remember, the longest one was 120 and the shortest one was what, 72. That is why we are difference simply means subtraction, right? So we have 120 minus 72, and that gives us what, a 48 centimeters. We can conclude and see hence the difference between the longest and then the shortest side is what, is 48 centimeters. So 48 centimeters. And that is it. If you have any question you want me to help you on, you can always drop it at the comment section and then I'll address that for you. And I hope this video did help. See you in our next session. Bye.